I'm gonna make one more take of that. Then we're moving on, because this is a long video. I left you with a devastating... I'm gonna be doing this till like 1 in the morning. This... Oh, oops. I said a bad word. One more take of that. This only weighs like 15 pounds and has sharp edges, no big deal at all. That's a longer line than I thought, my word. That's so every correct... Every? Where did that word come from? Well, it was earlier, but not there. For my descriptions of what's going on here, I've been relying on the... I forgot to put my finger in the thing. Oh boy. You might ask, start the teleprompter. Oh shoot. Ah! Stupid. Remember in the teleprompter video when I said don't use the software I use? This is why. I'd suggest you watch it first through that card I've provided. Card. I did not provide you with a car. That video touched briefly on what I'm going about. Just thought I'd let you all know. I just wrote these lines. How could I forget them? I'm having too much fun with this video. If it doesn't dry out, I missed a word. If the whole lines up to, If the whole lines up to, why did I say up to again? Up with. That's what you'll find in most countries around the world when To get that full potential, oh shoot, that's not the end of the sentence. But you have to be across those two cables, not just across one of them and neutral. To get, no. And it can still very much kill you. But, that's not how the line's written. Terminal. This other bit is just to... Yeah, I got that backwards. I already lost track of which side is which. Which one is which? It is this side. Yes, our kettles and space heaters. Oh. What I'm talking about, I'm not talking, well, I am talking about it, but that's not how the sentence goes. Or my philosophy that time spent chasing performance gains is... Thanks! Of course. Though, I'm gonna say, for all the people out there who are still giving Windows crap for this, it's so much better than it used to be. I guarantee you this will be less than a minute. Probably less than 30 seconds. A modest laptop these days is more than, oh my god, those of you that, shoot. This is like a minute long line. What did I do this for? How many takes will this line take? My guess is 70. There seem to still be a few compatibility bugs. Laptop's display is a gorgeous 4K, gorgeous. But you need your sweet, sweet aux jack. That didn't go well. Conventional Type 1 audio tape, which this is not, is simply a thin ribbon of plastic. Yeah, I should get a Type 1 tape. Shouldn't I? We can't use this chrome tape because you pedants would be like, that's a Maxell XL2, that's not Type 1 tape. So, gotta change it and talk about these little cassette adapter thingies. Ooh, that was a bad, my nose itched. It's probably a fine take. Full range, it doesn't seem to affect things too much, and you do in fact get a signal this is really rattly. That magnetization level to some, tie, that was the word tie. I was like, tie? That doesn't make any sense. No, you wrote that word. But swamp is just one syllable. But swamp is just one syllable. Syllable. I said syllabo twice now. Now the energy get picked up from cooling the process, But I think it will help to illustrate why these... Oh, I need it here. In fact, fun fact, shoot. And if you're not interested in this part, go ahead and skip to here. But I think it will help to... That's right in front of my face. That's a bad idea. The air that comes from this feels a little bit cooler than the air coming from an ordinary fan, but not my munch. Not my munch. It's not my munch, it's your munch. But the design which makes it possible is visually... When water comes flying at it, as the restriction in flow created by the nozzle causes its velocity to increase dramatically, the armature isn't fixed. In fact, it can move, but a spring... And once it gets there, that wasn't right. It gets moving, or is accelerated, fairly slowly. Bringing a moving object to a sudden stop isn't exactly easy. That's our... What was that? There was a noise. It's the distinctive sound of an impact wrench, either air... You can control its range of movement. That, I missed some words. The compact disc was a truly revolutionary product in it. Oh, I should totally be holding one. And third, it would end up wound up. Underneath the dust cover, you will find a very creaky dust cover. Well, because the record sits so much higher, there's a comma, this thing is in fact a functional phonograph. Even though it's not behaving right now. Because this thing is in fact a functional phonograph. Oh, why is it doing this now? Okay, we're gonna turn you off and on again. Light that hints, and I've already ruined it. And that rule, I regret writing it that way. And we know this is a right angle, so this angle is just 90 minus whatever this one, since it's a triangle. Ah! Whatever this one more try. But what's the point? But a retroreflector will be visible from many hundreds of meters away, and if conditions are right, kilometers away. My brain broke. Anyway, the last kind of reflector I'd like to show you here is this. That's so dumb. Well, mostly nightstands and desks, and seem to have been largely disappeared, emulating the good old three-way bulb with bright, brighter, brightest off. I don't wish to get into the debate over the. That's a very. I don't wish to get into the debate. That's very like staccato. I don't wish to get into the debate over what the consequences are of Google ship. Again, I don't wish to get into the debate. How many? I don't wish to get into the debate. 10 syllables is a pair of conductive things with its three-level behavior is pretty typical of touch lamps of the day, and while it's not sensitive enough that you don't need to touch it, touching it literally anywhere but the glass. With a microprocessor at your disposal, you can actually measure the disposal. I'm saying disposo, aren't I? Disposo's quite an interesting clown. You've made a capacitor. I can't believe it. This isn't awkward at all. Up on top here to the left is a junction box which splits out traction. This line is a tongue twister. Oh my god, I'm just looking at all those technical words that I wrote down there. Great. But they go one step further because, ooh, skipped a line, that's exciting. But when a car is plugged in, just as there's a resistor on the EVSE, the enunciation failed a little bit, downside of serving everybody and not just... I didn't write, see the thing about the connections that are in here, I didn't write that in because I didn't open this till later, is not where we're headed today either. Oh, shoot. Yeah, this is a clunky line. Pretty much every small to medium-sized building built over here... Nope, it's not the line I wrote. And of course, there's the much more immediately deadly combustion. Dang it! And of course, there's the much more immediately deadly combustion byproduct, carbon monoxide. No, carbon wasn't said right. Carbon monoxide. Path of the air being forced through the furnace with the aid of a blower motor. Blower motor. That's with a blower motor. Blower motor is stressing the wrong thing. With a greater surface area that can cool the exhaust gases further, which helps get more heat out of the single lens reflex also already screwed it up. And it's great because I have to retake the other line too. I don't like how I said fundamental. I forgot I need to open that. The more constricted that opening becomes, thus the less light. That means that more of the image is in focus at once, much to the chagrin of bokeh fans. When a higher oh, dang it, yeah, I forgot the delivery. So we'll move that over there. How about that? But nobody ever did. It's going so well. But in 1974, the International Standards Association said, organization! Dang it. In the age of the smartphone, about the most interesting thing we've seen come to the designer microwave oven space. Things. Already. About the most interesting thing I forgot the S again. And they always worked. Her favorite, no, never failed. Don't change the words. You wrote the script, you proofread it. Why are you changing the words as you read it, you doofus? Gonna make some delicious blue jigglies. Very Fred Kindley. Hi, I'm Fred Kindley. In seriousness though, why did I write that? Just look at microwaves for sale in a home improvement store. None of them are as... Well, this line's taken forever. Don't Google that. It even's got... Oh, shoot. It even's got Ratatouille.